Hey, it's Jack Kelly. Talking a little low. It's a little dark because I'm self-quarantined at home, doing my part not to spread the virus and keep everyone safe. So, writing an article for Forbes, and it's titled. Let me see what I titled. Probably with editing change. Hundreds of thousands of workers are losing their jobs in a coronavirus-induced retail apocalypse. Wow, that's intense. Probably have to shorten the title though. But here's the deal. See, writing about this stuff is crazy because you hear the news, but then you forget about the human factor of things and what's happening. And we've all seen this over the years. Amazon is just stealing share away from Macy's and Kohl's and all the different Neiman Marcus, all the different department stores, the Gap, what's that shoe store? Warehouse Shoes, but that's completely wrong. So, but it's in the article, so you'll read it. And they've been stealing shares, but then also what's happened is this: a lot of private equity firms have bought out retailers and over leveraged. Now that things are bad, not doing so well, money is tight. Also, it seems like fast fashion, work from home, business casual has all really changed the way we buy clothes, and it's had a big impact. Now, what we're seeing is this: hundreds of thousands of people being laid off, and it's really curious because they're not necessarily laid off. Here's what they're saying: furloughed. That's the new word. Like, I don't remember the last time I ever saw the word furloughed. It's kind of a silly word if you really say it a few times. It's bizarre. I don't know if I've ever used it in a sentence until now, but all these, Macy's, the Gap, Banana Republic, Neiman Marcus, Kohl's, Rent the Runway, they're all saying, hey, we're furloughing people. So I even had to look it up to make sure I knew what the heck it is. So furlough is more of, you're not laying off, but you just can't come to work and you're not going to get paid. Okay, all right, sounds like a layoff, kind of, but to be fair, I guess it really is this, that they're hoping that, things will improve and the person, people could get, their jobs back and get paid and all that. But I don't know, the way things are going, think about it. First they said self-quarantine. Then they say, and it really was, watching out, but, you have the spring break partiers, and here in New Jersey, you have this coronavirus party with 50 people. And so there's not a lot of self-distancing. So you kind of locked us down, and we were supposed to do it for 2 weeks. Now it's going to April 30th. And come on, we know what's going to happen. Think what happened in Afghanistan. We're going to be there for a little while. It's 18 years later, and we're still there. So I don't believe the April 30th. So what's happening with these big mass retailers, these malls, these department stores, they're furloughing people because no one's going to no one's shopping, in person. Who in their right mind? First of all, you can't go out of the house, right? Second of all, you're not going to go into a department store and start trying on clothes that some weirdo wore before that is all infected with coronavirus. You're not going to do that. So you're not shopping. And if you're not shopping, you're not buying stuff. You're not buying stuff. There's no need for workers. So it's just horrific. 1 in 4 people work within retail sales, which is a staggering number. I never realized that. I knew it was big, but not so large. So unfortunately, it's going to have a huge impact on the economy. Picture this: if 1 out of every 4 people, let's say those statistics are wrong, because it's hard to believe all these stuff. So let's say they're wrong, and just even less, still a whole hell of a lot of people aren't working. And then if you're not working, well, that means you're not getting money. If you're not getting money, you're not spending. So I would say you're not going out to restaurants, but you're not allowed to go to restaurants. So this is kind of another example how this economy and job market are just going to keep going downward short term. Because as everything closes, as people are furloughed or laid off, and they don't have the money and they're not buying other things except going maybe on Amazon, which is going to be the big winner, we're going to be in tough straits. So I'm glad I could offer you this really cheery, positive video about people being laid off. And I'm not making light of it. It's just after a while, when you hear bad news after bad news after bad news, what are you going to do? It's something called gallows humor, black humor, dark humor, where it's just, things get so ugly and bad and morose that the only thing you do is joke about it to try to make yourself feel better. So check out this piece, check out all my other stuff. And let me give you a shameless plug here. Join WeCruitr.com, WeCruitr, and it's a social media site to help people find jobs. So thanks for reading. Thanks for watching. Be safe.